great that your test road starts in the middle of a festival crowd. Oh, there's the old Honda confusion. Well, hello again, ladies and gents. Welcome to a quick and dirty test ride on a Ducati Desert-X. I've wanted to have a go on one of these since they popped onto the world biking radar. Just the Dakar styling, exactly what I want. Big bike, nice and comfy. I saw Boothy's review of it the other day on 44 Teeth channel, and he loved the absolute pants off the thing, so can't be all that bad. But yeah, this is a test ride as part of the SW Motech Open Day here in Rauschenberg. A bit of a biking festival put on by SW Motech every year, and it hasn't been on for the last couple of years because of obvious reasons. But I get 20 minutes to jump on this machine, head out, spank it as hard as I can possibly bear to. It's not going to be very hard at all with these nobbins spoiling my fun. This is a 50 zone, lads, 50. It's the pedal to the right of the brake. But this is very nice and big and comfy without feeling massive in the tank area. Doesn't feel like I'm riding an oil barrel, which is the impression I get when you see people on the big GSs and such. I want something big and live, like an Amazon, strong and slender for me to wrap my legs around. Something like this, or the Tenere 700. A Tenere 900 would probably be about the exact right size for me, which is why I was quite excited to have a go on this beastie boy. But yeah, it's not going to be anything too complicated technology-wise and specs-wise, because I honestly don't know. As far as I know, this is around about 900cc engine. Obviously the L-Twin, standard Ducati. Which way are these nobbins going? Because I'll go the other way. Oh, one nobbin in each direction. Oh dear. Oh, it's got some kick. That is good. Nice bit of a bark from the pipe as well. Lots of vibes through the seat, mind, but then I haven't ridden a Ducati yet that didn't have that. Tips over pretty easy considering it's got that big front wheel. Very smooth in the gearbox. Yeah, that's really nice. If I could get over the buzz through my testicles, I could spend some time on something like this. I think the seat is nice and big and roomy, nice and flat, so you can actually climb around a little bit if you wanted to. The suspension is just floating over these bumps. Corners a lot better than I expected such a big bike to do on the road. Obviously this thing is apparently 80% developed for off-road riding. The suspension doesn't feel that wallowy or soft. A bigger gap between second and third than I was expecting. Thank you. Yeah, hairpins are nice and easy. Again, despite that big off-road friendly front wheel, it's pretty sprightly. I certainly wouldn't get bored on it in the twisties, and I would love the idea of being able to take in a bit of off-road if ever the chance came along. I think I have to do a bit of off-road there with the car coming on the wrong side of the road. Corner's a lot sharper than it really deserves to with the style of this thing, because it's just so tall. Yeah, no worries about running wide. Running ride? It is a bit of a running ride if I'm completely honest. A little bit of noise coming from the screen. It's fairly roary. Some roarage going on, because roarage is a word. It's test ride-tastic around here today. Loads of people on new machines. So now we're in Stadtbach. It's time to do a U-turn and head Stadtbach that way. We haven't got a great deal of time. Oh, nearly dropped it. Like I said, very tall bike. When you get the low speed, the weight kind of comes in a bit, although it's mostly because of my being used to such a low bike with the Honda CB1000R that I've got. Oh, lovely torque and induction roar from third gear there, rolling out of the village. quite enjoyable to flick this into the bends. It's a lot more chuckable than I imagined. Definitely a lot more chuckable than the Africa Twin felt when I had to go on that. Given the choice, I would have this thing all day over an Africa Twin. But then again, that's probably part of my horror experience with Honda since I bought the CB1000R, but that's a different story. Watch the video up in the top right to find out about that. Although the sound isn't quite as brappy as I had expected, if I'm completely honest. I thought it would be a bit more blarty from the pipe, but mostly it's engine noise, valve checking that I can hear. But I'm sure with an N-can on this thing it would sound delightful. But having said that, nowadays with the Euro 5 stuff, a lot of the silencing goes on before the N-can even happens, so yeah, that was the likeable rider. Look at that.
See if we can catch Andy up.
Definitely not as squirt and go as the Speed Triple RS was that I had to go on just a second ago, but not to be, but really not that much of a surprise given this style of this bike. Feels very stable in the bend. Not a wobble, not a shimmy, despite the mixed off-road, on-road tyres that it's got on it. But also watch out for the little treat me and the likeable rider have got for you later on when we have a bit of a double test ride.
There he is.
Yeah, munching up the twist is no trouble whatsoever on this lovely, lovely machine. And as I already said, I just absolutely adore the looks of the thing. And in the cockpit as well. It's big and it's comfy, but it's slim and lithe that I like, so it just feels like you can climb around on it. You're not sat in an armchair. The torque has a lovely drive as well, even from 5th gear there out of the bend. And I have to say, I've already forgotten about the vibrations. This has been so much fun, I don't even care anymore. It's possible my arse is completely numb, but I'm not even thinking about it. I'm like numb butts and I cannot lie. Oh, look who it is.
AMC on his Ducati.
Bloody likeable rider tailing me.
Hello there, good boy.
See if we can get the intercoms on. Hello?
Are you there?
Hello? Hello? Well, I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
AMC looking cool on a Desert-X. Mint. Oh, you can hear me, right? Mate, this Tiger is an utter weapon. Oh shit, I've only got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna have to do a Yui. See you in a bit.
Good night, mate. Oh, it's a real shame we're having proper intercom problems. So annoying. Right, I've got 7 minutes left. Better also do a Yui. I think that's enough fun for today. Well, not quite. I'm having a go on the bike that he was on just then, the Tiger 1200, so we'll see how that compares to this for off-road japes and on-road joy. Except obviously less of the off-road japes today. Right, so there we go. Zindersfeld. To package this thing up and Zindersfeld back that way. A little bit of a clonky kick between the quick shifter from first to second, but that's nothing unusual really, is it? Pretty slick for the rest of them. Right, 6 minutes to get back. The deadline is real, the pressure is looming. Yeah, what a tremendous bike. You could munch serious mileage on this and have a smile on your chops when you get there. I am a massive fan. Always worried that because I'm pretty big, I'm 6'3½", nearly 6'4", and the normal bikes seem to be getting smaller and smaller. Everybody's shouting about low seat height and such, which for me is a nightmare. So something like this is really the direction I need to be going in, but that means it's big and ungainly and heavy and top heavy. So with a machine that handles as fun as this, it still allows you to have the space and the room for a bit of off-roadiness. that sounds like the perfect mix for me. Sadly, I think this machine is a bit too expensive for me. As far as I know, they're going for about 15 grand pounds, which means we're going to be getting up close to the 20 grand area in euros. And that's a bit rich for my blood, sadly, so something that I'll have to wait until fame knocks on my door and the manufacturers are chucking bikes at me, but who knows. If you all like the shit out of this video and share it with your chums, then maybe that'll happen quicker than you know. Shameless self-plug. Yeah, good hauling up ability there from the stoppers as well. To be honest, the rest of the ride I didn't really use the brakes that much. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It'd be really nice to be able to take it out for a full day and really spank its chops in the proper hills. That's just a little taster, but already that was very, very good. This is, I'm going to say it, except for the vibrations in the arse, I would say this is getting very close to being at the top of my list for current favourite dream bikes. One of these fully specced out would make me quite happy. So, Father Christmas, if you're listening, a second ago I wanted to buy the Speed Triple RS. Now I think I want this one. See if the Tiger can knock it off its top spot. Oh, low speed, very balanced, very nice. But yeah, there you go. That is quick and dirty little 20-minute test ride with the Ducati Desert-X. Really glad I picked this, really glad I got to see it in real life, because the 20 minutes I had it, I loved the absolute crap out of it. That was absolutely brilliant. A bit of standing action here, yeah. Nice and comfy, that is good stuff. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you liked this video, like the absolute shorts off of it. If you didn't, then there's clearly something very wrong with you, because it was a lot of fun. You're allowed, hit the dislike button, it's all good with me. And in all cases, get yourself subscribed to the channel if you're not already, and also check out the other little quick and dirty test rides from this day at the SW Motech Open House. And I will see you next time. Ta-ra!